Once again, I'm Brad Meter with All About Hawaii, All About Tours, and we welcome everybody to our presentation today. Just a couple of housekeeping things. Everybody is muted during the presentation. We will have a Q&A at the end of the session. If you have any questions, just enter that into your Q&A dashboard, probably at the top or on the side of your screen, and we will answer those at the end of the presentation. We do have color brochures available if you need some of those. And then if you haven't got that yellow book yet for the rest of the year for 2019, we have plenty of those still available. It's a handy guide if you're not familiar with it. And also we are probably working on the 2020. So if you want to send me an email and say, put me on the list for the 2020 yellow book, it's just right around the corner. Send me an email and I'll have the contact information for both myself and Richard at the end of the presentation. One thing that is new that just recently came out, if you've attended our webinars in the past, we've talked about online Hawaii brochures, our color brochures that you can send. Now you can also send activities to your clients too. So you'll find this on the homepage of our website. Let me just pull that up here. I'll do a quick demonstration. You go back to where it says View Brochures, and you'll find all our color brochures that we have for Hawaii, Mexico, the South Pacific, and these are all brochures that you can send. But I did want to highlight the activities brochure. We just click here. It brings up the book. And you just flip through to the island that you want. And then right here where it says more info, this will have your clients click there and it will give you all the information about the actual activity that we do. If you would like to have, let's go back here. Whoops, not here. All the stuff I was reading before the presentation. Let's see, I got something in the way here, flip books here. If we go back to here, at the beginning, I could actually even customize and put your logo on here if you would like. I can also, we have individual links for each island too. So if you would like to have those, contact either myself or your local sales rep, and we'd be more than happy to put those, put that together. So let's go back to the presentation and let's see here. And here we go. And if you do have a yellow book, please go ahead and turn to page 20, number 26, and we will continue on with our presentation. So sorry, I got a little distracted there. So with that said, Richard, I'm going to turn the presentation over to you, and you should have the controls of the mouse.
Thank you, Brad. Aloha, everyone. My name is Richard O'Shur, the Director of Sales and Marketing with the Courtyard, Marriott, Oahu North Shore. I know I can't hear your feedback, but I'm hoping that a good portion of you listening out there have been out to the North Shore of Oahu. And if you haven't, well, there's always opportunity to come out and visit us. Out in the North Shore, you know, there is 2 resorts. We've been open for the last 4 years, so we're quite a new build, and we are located right next to Polynesian Cultural Center. I am going to show you a short video, and this video is going to take you to the North Shore. Everyone thinks that when they come to Oahu, all there is Waikiki, but I would like to show you in the next 20 minutes or so that there is another destination on Oahu, and it is on the north side of the island. Brad, I just want to say, I don't hear the noise of the music on my side. I'm sure, is it on?
I hear the music.
Okay, great. Thank you. Like it said, it's chapter 7, and now you're going to be creating your own adventure out here in the North Shore. Okay, let's see. Oh, just want to make sure I'm getting this done.
There we go. I'll move it for you. There.
Thank you. Aloha. This is the Courtyard Marriott Oahu North Shore. As you can see, our hotel is about 3 stories high. We are right across the beach from Laie Bay. That is Kamehameha Highway that you see right here. And this highway goes almost completely around the island of Oahu, but there is one point by Kaena Point that it doesn't go totally around, and you would have to sort of backtrack and continue your journey to see the island of Oahu. So this is the hotel right here. This building right next to us is the McDonald's, which is quite new, but it's just a good 5 minutes walking distance from the hotel. And the key thing with this property, Brad, do you want to click it for me?
Oh, okay.
Okay. We are next to the Polynesian Cultural Center, and the Polynesian Cultural Center is the #1 paid attraction, on Oahu. The #1 most visited free attraction on Oahu is the Pearl Harbor or the Arizona Memorial Park. But from the property, we're very close to a lot of activities like that short video showed you. There's zip lining at Kualoa Ranch. I mean, we're right next to about 15 minutes, 20 minutes drive to Kualoa Ranch, golf courses, to Gunstock Ranch, which is a great stable that you can go to ride horses and go hiking up there. And what it is, being out in the North Shore is the activities that you can do. It's more family friendly. You can do things with your family. You can forget about the work. Well, you should turn off your computer anyway when you're on vacation, but really lay back, turn your computer off, and really enjoy what the North Shore has to offer. Aside from this, all the activities you can do, we have a lot of shrimp trucks along the North Shore. In the North Shore, it started off with only 2 shrimp trucks, Giovanni's and Fumi's, and now all along the North Shore from Haleiwa all the way down to us, there's about a dozen or so shrimp trucks. As a matter of fact, right next to us, right next to the Polynesian Cultural Center is the Hukilau Marketplace. And they also have 4 lunch wagons. They have a Thai lunch wagon, they have a Malasadas lunch wagon, a shrimp lunch wagon, and a poke lunch wagon. So we're just about 10 minutes driving distance from all the famous surfing beaches on the North Shore. You can keep going on, Brad. On my side, Brad, okay, great. One of the key things, this is our pool area, and it is unlike any other courtyard. Most courtyards, like in the mainland, they're very business oriented or corporate oriented, and they don't even have a large pool area. But our courtyard out in the North Shore is more geared towards our leisure travelers. So we have a beautiful pool area, as you can see. Even our lobby is very spacious. Twice a week, we have ukulele lessons, hula lessons that's done by one of our associates at the front desk. We have all the activities and amenities that you have in any resort, like a fitness center, activity desk, meeting function rooms. The only charge that we have right now is parking, which is $15 per day, which is not that much, but we have a lot of parking. It's a gated area that you go in with your room key, and if you want to go out, you just, go right back out. So it's quite convenient. You can continue, Brad. Business center, the bistro, that is the one restaurant that we have on property, which serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is not a full restaurant. It is like a bistro, sandwiches, salads, breakfast, great. They do this banana bread French toast, and it's unbelievable, but you got to try and come over and have breakfast at the bistro. But like I mentioned, McDonald's is just 5 minutes walking distance. We're right next to the Hukilau Marketplace at the Polynesian Cultural Center, and they have a great restaurant there called Pounders. Next slide, please. This is our bedding. The bedding here at the Courtyard, 144 rooms. We either have 1 king bed, 2 queen beds in the room, or you can have 1 king and a sofa height bed and or 2 queens and a sofa hide bed. Now, if you book the 2 queens and a sofa hide bed, that can accommodate up to 5 people in the room. And not a lot of hotels in Waikiki can accommodate 5 people. What we do can comfortably accommodate 5 people in our guest room. All the amenities that you see on the right-hand side, the Wi-Fi, flat screen TV, air conditioning. And in our suites, we also have coffee makers, or coffee makers are in all our rooms, but in our suite, we also have microwave ovens that's there for, if you book the suite, which we have 7 king bedded suites. Next slide. That's the bistro. We do serve Starbucks coffee 24/7. And we pride ourselves with that. I mean, if the restaurant closes at 10 o'clock in the evening, at 11 o'clock, if you wanted to have a latte, you just come down to the front desk, ask them that, hey, would you like to have a latte skinny? They'll go back there and they'll make you a latte. They'll charge you for it, but they'll make you a latte 24/7. And we say we serve coffee 24/7. Next slide. This is our fire pit. I don't know if you all know, but if you've been to a Courtyard and Marriott properties, every Courtyard has a fire pit. It could be circular, like the one you're seeing right now at the north, like in the North Shore. It can be square, rectangle, oval. But every Courtyard Marriott property has a fire pit. Next, please. This is our activity desk. It's right in the entrance of the pool area. If you want to ride bicycles from, a bike from the property to McDonald's, be our guest. Boogie boards, sand chairs, snorkeling equipment. If you want to book an activity like to the Polynesian Cultural Center or the zip line, or if you want to take surfing lessons, Mike, who has a surfing school located here at our hotel, does a great job. And unlike Waikiki, you're not fighting the crowds. It is not as crowded out here in the North Shore. Next slide. This is a pickleball court. It's right next to the pool deck. We also have a half-court basketball court. We have a full-size volleyball court right outside of the pool area in the grass. It's a grass volleyball area. Next, Brad. Here's a video on the property. That's a Courtyard. This is one of our king bedded suites. Now, the scene that you're seeing here is not right outside the property. This is by Kuloa Ranch, and it's just going to show you some activities out in Kuloa, but just want to show you what we have out in the North Shore. That was a film tour of Jurassic Park. At Kuloa, you can also go horseback riding. And what you're seeing is Chinaman's Hat. This is the boat ride from Kuloa Ranch to their secret island. Now that's not the secret island, but they do have a secret island that's not visible, from the highway. And a lot of people get married on the secret island. And Kuloa has a lot of venues for great weddings. And guess where they stay? They come and stay at the Courtyard Marriott Oahu North Shore. That's Kiana. She is Miss Rodeo Hawaii 2019. She's one of our sales managers on property. This zip line is Kinau Farm, which is 5 minutes driving distance from the hotel. That's the North Shore, no buildings, beautiful scenery, beautiful beaches, and you can swim with the turtles. We have a beach called Turtle Beach. You actually see a lot of turtles in the water. Here's a shot of a beach access from the hotel, and this is the beach right across the street. That's a property, and you can see in the foreground, that is a Polynesian Cultural Center. And the Polynesian Cultural Center is 42 acres, and it's quite a lot to see there. And the best way to see it, my feeling is, hey, why not stay out in the North Shore, spend a night or two at the Courtyard with your ticket purchase, at the Polynesian Cultural Center. You can go back to the center 3 additional times. So instead of driving back 60 minutes to Waikiki after the main show, walk back to the hotel next morning at about 11:30 if you want to go back because you missed the Tahiti village or you missed the canoe pageant. You can go back 3 additional days with your ticket, and you don't have to drive back, and enjoy the beauty of the North Shore.